thing, right? Hold on, let me make sure I did that right. Okay, it's recording. All right, so real quick, just state your name and your Instagram so everybody can follow you real quick for the recording.
Hello, 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 everybody. I hope everybody is having an amazing and supernatural day. That's my statement every single day. I am Sydne Jones. Follow me at I am Sydne Jones. My name Sydne is spelled Sydne, no Y at the end, Jones. So hit me up there.
Awesome. And real quick, just how long have you been in network marketing? Is this your first deal? Kind of talk about that.
All right, cool. So I have gotten started in I Am Master Academy September 14th, 2017. I've been in the industry of network marketing since I was 9 years old. And how that happened, my mother has been in the industry of network marketing since I was 9 years old. So I've always been that little girl going to meetings every Tuesday night, showing up, and it just kind of came and became a part of me. By the time I turned 18, I got started in the industry and been in ever since.
I just realized, so that officially makes you a second generation network marketer.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So everybody on this line has paid the $235. Did you pay $235 to get started?
Absolutely. Paid all of it. The day I started, didn't have no money in my account. That was probably the only thing I had in there.
Okay. Because I remember when I called you, I had to call you because the first time you was like, yeah, all right. Then the second time, he's like, I'm good. And then the third time, I'm like, well, look, can you what's your mama number, right? So kind of tell everybody how me and you met during this opportunity. Just tell everybody the beginning before $30,000 a month. I think that'll give a lot of value from your mind.
Like the beginning from where we actually first met, or the beginning from
Nah, not when we first met, when we was in travel, right? Because we wasn't even on the same team when we first met. But I'm talking about when the time I called you and I was like, please come to this office. Like, you gotta come check me out.
All right,
talk about that phone call.
Yes, so literally me and Chad have known each other for some years before that. Was definitely in a previous company. I definitely had some network marketing hurt. I was done with this industry, didn't want no part of it. And Chad literally kept hitting me up when he got started at I Am Academy. He wasn't even a chairman 10 yet, guys. He just got started. And August, you got started in August.
Yep.
And literally he called me about a couple of times. I'm like, Chad, I'm not interested. I'm done. I don't want no parts of that. I've got my own vision, my own dreams. I don't want nothing part of it. And then I just remember one night, my mother and her friend came to me that night and was like, yo, Sid, it's another opportunity. I really want you to come check out. Blase. But I said, nah, Chad had already called me, told me I'm not doing it. I don't want to. And he was like, just do it for me. Just come out for me. I think you'll really like it. And I'm like, whatever, cool. I'll just go. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was very, very closed-minded, guys. A lot of you guys probably were very closed-minded coming into this company. And I promise you, I was the same way. So I came up to the meeting. Automatically, I'm like, yo, what's up, Chad? Da-da-da-da-da. And literally, I sat down and watched the whole presentation. I'm like this. And then towards after
a little worse.
Man, it was worse than that. So, and then as the presentation started coming on, my posture began to change, and I'm like, and I had to sit up for a second, and I was like, "Are you serious?" Yo, immediately after that presentation, I got started. So, best decision of my life, man. Thank you, Chad.
So how long from the start date to your rank up? Like, let's say, how long did it take you to hit P2? Because that's really life-changing income. $2,000 a month is really life-changing income.
P2 happened for me 2018. I want to say it happened the summer of 2018.
So was that a little over a year?
Mm-hmm.
So talk to me on that, because there's somebody right now who, because I tell everybody, hey, look, in 52 weeks, right, your life will change. Mm-hmm. So in 52 weeks, you're stuck at $2,000 a month. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about a whole year, right? Stuck at one rank, deranking. Kind of talk about, I guess my exact question is, what do you do? What does Sydne Jones do when you're feeling overwhelmed? Stuck at a rank, things coming at you. What does Sydney Jones do when you're feeling overwhelmed? Because comment overwhelmed in the chat box if you ever felt overwhelmed before.
I absolutely love this question. And simply chat, I feel like I could have went P2000 a lot faster than I did. And what helped me get in click, and what really clicked to me was getting out of my own way. See, I've been through some things in network marketing. If I know people can understand when they say, I don't try to hit up everybody in my contact. I done did the 3-way call. I don't have nobody else to talk to. Everybody's leaving my business, whatever it may be. I guarantee you that I went through the same thing. So what I had to realize was, see, the person that you are right now, when I was a P, I went P600 within a week and a half. I went P1000 within 2 months. It took me a little bit longer to get to P2000 just because of all of the hurt I was already going through. I don't like being rejected. I don't like people telling me no. I don't like. I had to realize, okay, what's going on in my life? What is really stopping you from going chairman? Whatever. Everybody knows the play. I ran the play every single day. Like I hit up Chad's phone probably about 5 to 6 times a day with 3-way calls. Pick entry, go to plan, 3-way call. Write your list of people. Do this, go to plan, whatever it may be. And I really had to learn how to get out of my own way because when I didn't like to present, I always was waiting on Chad to present the business for me. I didn't like the I hate when I tell y'all when Chad made me do my first presentation in his crib 5 minutes before the actual presentation started.
Because if I would have told you you was doing it, you would have never showed up.
I would have never showed up, man. I would have never showed up. I completely, like, out of fear, like, I knew that the reason why it took me that long is because I would not get out of the way. Our mentors, our leaders have already given us the play, what to do, how to go chairman. That play is going to get you to chairman. But what happens most of the times is we don't get out of our own way. We don't get out of our own fears of rejection. We don't get out of our own ways of fears of being in front of people or being influencers. One thing you must always know, a goal is not about what you get, it's about who you become. So you can work hard all day, but if you're not mentally here, if you're not mentally understanding the spiritual and mental side of what's going on in life, then you can't overcome those things. And life is literally, business is really 90% mental, spiritual, and 10% work. So I said I was doing all of this work, but if I wasn't fighting those battles in my mind and those spiritual and mental battles I was dealing with myself, with other people, not being good enough, or whatever it may be, I was never going to get to what I got to. So I really stuck close to really learning how to become valuable, because once you become valuable, you're able to attract many people to you. Just get it out of the way, man.
I love that because it took you forever to get it out the way.
It took me forever.
So if you felt what Sydney said, somebody comment and say, I'm coming, right? Because you don't want to wait as long as she did. She was blessed to have posture over the phone. I want y'all to catch this. She hit platinum 600 and platinum 1000 fast, right? Just off of the posture, right? Off of her swag, off her network. But even that wasn't good enough to get her to the next level. Every next level requires you to get out your way. So I want you to take that note of what she said. Every level requires you to get out the way. So every level, you have to check yourself. You got to say, am I doing me or am I being coachable? Every level, you got to ask yourself that. Now, Sid, let's go to the next question. I know you got a lot of value, and I know it's late on the East Coast.
Oh, no, you're
so talk to me on this. What was the most tragic moment in the journey? Because I know it wasn't all sunshine. Kind of give the people some real quick. What's something tragic that happened to you that you had to overcome?
Just like I said, just get it out of my own way. Like, one thing I never truly, to have a really honest conversation with you guys, I didn't truly believe in myself. When I look at chairman, when I look at Chad Thompson, when I was looking at my husband, when I was looking at different chairmen that were in the business, I used to really say to myself, yo, I'm really not like that. Like, I was really like, I'm an extrovert, but I'm also an introvert. But at the same time, I knew inside of me, I always had the ability to lead or had the desire. Let me say that. I've always had the desire to lead. I'm talking about growing up, always wanting to be homecoming queen, to college. I had one of my college friends, Michelle, on the line. She can attest, running for Miss Alabama A&M University, and thinking, I got this. I always got this. I got the personality. I got the swag. I got the mission. Whatever. I always had the confidence to do things and go after the things that I wanted. But because I have been let down so much, because I have been rejected so much in my life, people didn't necessarily want to see me in front. I had conformed a new habit of dimming my light. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be too much. I didn't want to be out there too much. I didn't want to make people feel no type of way. I didn't want to be that bright star. So I always hid myself behind my mom. She was a great network marketer. I hid myself behind my husband because I was too afraid to be in the front of the room. Because I always compared myself to, I was like, no, I'm not like that. I'm just going to stay here. So the one thing I really say I was struggling with overcoming was getting out my own way and really believing that I have everything that God gave me. Like a natural born leader. I am a chairwoman. Like I just had to really start programming my mind and start telling myself God called me to be, and not the naysayers who they called me to be.
I love that. I love that. So, Sid, now that you discover, more about yourself, more now that your awareness is raised, what would you say is your superpower right now?
What my superpower is right now? Just impacting a
Yeah,
lot.
like right now, whatever today is.
You starting to break up, by the way, Chad, but I hear you. My natural born power right now is just seeing the God in people. A lot of people come into this business. A lot of people come into this business and they were just like me. You know what I'm saying? They were exactly like me. Hold on, something's going on. Okay, they were exactly like me. So I had to literally start digging deep into why six couldn't break through. So when I started understanding how I had my breakthrough, I had people like you, Chad Thompson, who always poured into me and said, I was more than who I thought I was. You are a superstar, Steve. You are this. But you started telling me stuff I didn't believe in myself. My husband started pouring into me, and I'm like, yo, what are y'all seeing that I don't see in myself? So when I started to learn and analyze my situation and why I could not go chairman, I started looking at everybody else on my team, everybody else around me, and moving that insecure person, that person who always got excuses, that person who always got something negative to say. And I started screaming and speaking to the God within people. The God within people is in God lives within each and every last one of us, right? And when I realized He does, and a lot of people keep saying, I don't hear God. How can I hear God? How can you hear God when you're so full of flesh and so full of negativity that you can't hear the God within yourself? So instead of talking to that insecure and person who just don't believe in themselves, all this negativity, I started speaking more life into that person. Because that's what you did for me, Chad. You started speaking a lot of life into me that I didn't really realize for myself. So my natural born power right now is to stop. I really, network marketing has always been my heart, but impacting the lives of other people has definitely been my number one reason for doing this, bringing
I
up
love that. I love that. So tell everybody what's the number one skill to work on, because you've been in rooms with Bob Proctor. You've been with your husband side by side. I know he invests a lot of money in personal development. So what's the number one skill you would see from you seeing everything that you've seen, talking to these new people right now? What would be the number one skill they need to work on tonight and tomorrow?
Investing into your mental, your spiritual world. Like I said, it's 90% mental and spiritual, 10% work. So literally, I remember me and my husband were going through tough times. Riyadh spent his last to go to Bob Proctor events. You know what I'm saying? We have so many books in the house that's when our power was out at one time, all we had was to read books. You know what I'm saying? We read books out there. We watched sermons. We
Hold on. So during the grind, your lights was out.
Absolutely. Our lights was out when I found out I was pregnant in November 2018.
So you're P2, he's like P5 maybe, right? Or is it less?
Yeah, Rehab went from a chairman 10 March at the beginning of 2018 and D ranked all the way to a P2. So we were both P2.
Oh wow, so he went from six figures back to 2,000 a month. big balling to now lights is off. So
Lights
that's a
off.
tragedy.
A
But
rent
you're
that you
still
can't afford.
right. So let's talk about that because somebody would have quit, Sydney. See, people don't see. Everybody sees the nice Instagram posts. You know, the 1,000 likes, the fancy shoes. You know, 'cause we know you got a lot of red bottoms. But let's talk about what you had to survive, like, because that's deep. The lights is off before all this shit happens. So let's talk about what did you do? Obviously, you said all we had to do is read books. But let me ask you a better question. When the lights is off, how did you keep your faith in this business? Because the business got you the lights, then it failed you. So what made you not quit this business?
It was the vision. I've always been the person who believed in the things I always wanted to do. And the simple fact that I've always stayed plugged into everything that my mentorship, that the company did. And I just kept hearing this faith word. I kept hearing, personal development and the things that I was learning in the midst of it. I'm like, you know what? What else can I lose? What can I walk in faith
So you was on Zoom calls with the lights off.
with the lights off? With the lights off. Riyadh, like I said, went to Bob Proctor with our rent money. He went to Bob Proctor with our rent money. What else? I mean, it was just a period in our life where we really had to just dig deep. Like I had to pick up a job. I did. I was working $15 an hour. That wasn't nothing to still help, pay bills in the house. Especially this rent because we stay in a condo. And just really just digging deep in personal development. So the more I kept reading it, the more I found myself within those personal development. I started to learn myself a little bit more. I started to believe in myself a little bit more. I started to have a little bit more faith in this. And not only am I building my mindset up and my spiritual life up, but guess what? I'm also learning how to still put in the work to build this business. So I'm telling y'all, the more you're investing in yourself, because the only way you can actually really become successful, unless your parents just hand over you the money, if you really want to come from here to there, you have to really invest into your mind. Yeah, that your mind is the most powerful thing in the world. If you can understand how your mind works and where it can take you, no matter what's going on around you, no matter what your bank account says, no matter what the physical world has to say about you, you have to remember that God put a mind inside of your body. It's up here for you to know that you're powerful and you can create anything you want. See, God is a creator. He made us
Wow.
he made you in his image. So if he can create, what makes you think you can't create? So
Amen.
he created something from nothing.
I love it. So that was the ultimate faith, to have your lights off, have your rent money, and still invest it all to go invest in your mind. That's what Bob Proctor is. You're investing in your mind.
Absolutely.
So how fast did the investment pay you back? Like, okay, so you invested your rent money, you're out there with Bob Proctor. Like, did you have to suffer after the faith investment, or did it repay you right away?
I had to suffer a little bit more. I'm not gonna say it was like right there, right then and there,
Okay.
but I can tell you that it did happen faster. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had to really develop into that person as I'm learning. I had to develop into that person, but after I really developed into that person, that the rest came about. You know what I'm saying? So Elias was out in not February, November 2018. Riyadh got his chairman back, I want to say February, March, chairman 10. So it was okay. I quit my job from there. I went to the next Bob Proctor event. No, I didn't. I ended up hitting Chairman 10 in September.
Look
And
at that.
it was really after Keegan that I really had a big light bulb and I went all in. So
So let's talk about Keegan. I'm glad you brought him up because a lot of people don't know this about you, but I know. So you almost lost your life having Keegan, right? We had to pray for you a whole lot, right? And there's people on this line who's been pregnant, had complications. There's people who's been fired from their job. The complications ain't even been as serious as yours. Losing your life, almost losing your life. So let's talk about how big your business grew after the worst time in your life. Like let's tell the people that real talk, Sydney Jones went through hell every level.
Mm-hmm.
Like let them know, like, how did you almost die and then go from that chairman platinum 5,000, almost losing your life, to now chairman 25, literally like less than a year after that. That is fire. Like, let's comment fires in the chat, because that demonstrates a true super woman. This is real life shit happening right here. So kind of talk to me about that if you can.
Well, and to have another honest conversation, even before Keegan, you know, I always had the faith that we were going to get out of our situation, and we did. And I started digging myself in other businesses. You know, I always say this was my husband's thing. Like this was Ria's real passion. This wasn't mine. I had my faith that we was going to get out of the situation, but even before Keegan, I truly was not aiming to go chairman. But after Keegan, I had 2 seizures after I had Keegan. I was in ICU for at least, I was in a hospital total, regular and ICU for 9 days, 9 to 10 days. Was battling postpartum depression and all of that, was ready to get out the hospital. And the more, and when I thought about it, I was like, yo, what if I lost my life right then and there? What would I have been known for? What would people have known me for? I'm saying I just kept praying about it and thinking about it and crying. I'm just like, yo, I really felt like I didn't, if I would have lost my life, I wouldn't have served my purpose. And when I say this, guys, each and every one of you have a purpose on this earth. Just like this phone right here has a purpose to call and contact you, just like this marker has a purpose to write, your life has a purpose on this earth. And it made me think to myself, like, what would I be? What would I be known for if I haven't accomplished the things I was supposed to accomplish? So from there, I literally went from P2000 to platinum 5,000. I had Keegan in July. I went platinum 5,000 at the end of August, and then turned around and went chairman 10 at the end of September. So I was all in. It was just a mind switch, y'all. It was just like, yo, God has given you a whole platform right here. He's giving you lives to change right here. He's giving you the ability to become all that you desire to be. And the one thing that I always desired to be was to impact women. I have a passion for women. I love women's empowerment. And God says you want to do that, but you have a full platform right here to do that. See, network marketing is not about the money. It's not about, like, everybody want to focus on their own goals to go P600 and P1000 and chairman 10. But if you can get out of the mindset and stop making this about yourself and start making this about impacting the lives of others, then your life has no choice but to elevate. You know what I'm saying? So for sure, guys, just make sure you're staying focused on your goals and staying focused on being able to impact the lives of others. I think we lost Chad on here. Yeah, we did.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in the tunnel, but I got a question for you, Sid.
What up?
So if you was to give everybody, because you know everybody talks about a things to do list, right? Mm-hmm. Give everybody a things not to do list real quick.
Stop hanging around broke-minded people, for one. No, seriously, your environment matters. Stop spending a lot of time and allowing people who aren't where you want to be to take you somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go and ask, you know, a group of people I used to hang out with, you know, is this network marketing thing worth it? Can I go chairman? I'm not going to ask them because they've never been there before. I'm not going to continue to allow them to build my head up because you are your environment. You hang out with 5 broke people, you're bound to be the 6. And I'm not saying like your group of friends are not worthy of it, but they're not exactly where you want to be. Go ask Chad Thompson. Come ask a Sydne Jones. Come ask a Riyadh Jones. Come ask people who actually have went through it and got into the goal. So number 1 is really to get out of your own environment and start planting yourself around other and other fertile soils that are where you want to be. What else? Environment. Dig yourself into personal development, guys. I wake up in the morning, and the first thing I do is just meditate on and pray to God, you know, to start my day and start speaking life into my day before I start. No matter what happened yesterday, no matter if I got rejected yesterday, no matter what happened yesterday, I'm not going to allow yesterday, my past, to dictate my right now. See, the only thing you can control is right now. And when you can really analyze that and really take that serious, start putting yourself in and start making life happen for you right now. Because if you do that right now, your tomorrow is going to change. Where you are right now is just a sum total of your past results, your past, whatever you did yesterday or last month. Stop thinking. Do is to really wake up and just start pouring life into yourself. 3, personal development. And start working on actually start waiting on your leadership to build your business for you. Start actually practicing showing the plan, showing the opportunity calls. Start actually working on your business skills as well. So that'll be my to-do list. Just continue to pour into yourself, put yourself in the right environment, and work your business. Back to you, sir. Can you hear me?
Hey, Sid, last question, Sid, and I appreciate your time and energy. What would you tell somebody, and I want you to look them in their eyes too, right? I want you to look them right in their eyes when you answer this. What would you tell somebody who's waiting to share this business until they learn how to trade? I just want to kind of know your perspective on that.
All right, I got you. You going in and out. I got you.
Really haven't talked about that since, things kind of move fast. We have to talk. Yeah, what's your new perspective on that, boss?
You kind of breaking up.
Okay, what's your perspective on people waiting to learn how to trade before they share the business?
Okay, perfect. One thing I can say, like, you're really wasting time. You're really wasting time because those two aspects of this business, this company, take two different skills. So to be a master trader takes a whole different skill from building a whole business. Guys, I didn't become a trader for real until like a real good trader till a year after I got started. I didn't really become good at it. So you waiting to build your trade and just to prove to somebody you're making money, it's just out of line. You know what I'm saying? So work on building skills to build a business, work on building your skills to be a trader. And you can absolutely go chairman, because I'm telling you, there are master traders within this business who, yes, they've made a lot of money trading, but they're struggling to still go chairman 10. There are chairman 25s and chairman 50s and up that are still struggling to trade. Those are two different skill sets. So pick one you want to go after and stop allowing your mind to tell you you can't go chairman because you're not a master trader yet. You know what I'm saying? So really focus on both. Focus on those two skills. Those are still two completely different skill sets. You can simply build a whole business. You got to really understand this and look at this as a perspective, not like a network marketing recruiting thing, but this business is really about impact. You know this thing works. You know the vision of this company. You see how amazing this company is. Why are you allowing your own results to stop you from being able to share this opportunity? Somebody's out there waiting for your yes. If I would have waited to build this business, then I wouldn't have attracted those leaders in my business a long time ago. But instead, you're being selfish, saying, hey, I'm going to wait until I know how to trade. You know the basics. You know how to place trades. You know how to copy and paste. You know how to, you know what a pip is. You know way more than a person who know nothing about Forex trading. So my advice to you is stop thinking of it as, I got to make money first, because one, these people should not be in your bank account anyway. If so, you need to ask them how much money they make at their job. Same difference. So my advice to you is build those skill sets. Build those two different skill sets, because you can do anything without becoming a master trader.
I love it. I love it. Hey, look, make sure y'all, make sure you have your questions fast. If you got any questions for Sid that I wasn't able to ask, make sure you ask her right now. We're gonna take 2 to 3 questions real quick. Go ahead. Anybody has any questions for Sid? Sid, in the meantime, while they're thinking about their questions, I just want to thank you. You came such a far way. And man, I know, and I still, and I'm gonna just say this on rap, because I tell you this in private, I still don't believe you're operating at full potential. I still don't believe this is the Sydne that I saw even back then. Even though you're rich now, I still believe that there's more coming from Sydne Jones, right? I just know it. That's why That's why I followed up like 17 times, right? So with that being said, is there any questions for Sydne Jones as she's on her Chairman 50 run?
Yeah, I got a question. I got a question. Got a real quick question.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on, sister? Two questions. When is your 7-figure trader date and when is your Chairman 50 date?
My Chairman 50 day is actually coming up. Hold on. What's today? The 6th. My Chairman 50 day is definitely coming September 10th. And my 7-figure, my trading date, you said 7 figures?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sheesh. Let's see. My 7-figure trading, I give myself to December.
December what?
December 10th, same day. December 10th.
I'm putting it in my calendar.
I'm gonna be on your calls too. Any more questions?
Go ahead. Next question. You know Akil was gonna challenge you.
Man,
John
he
Wick.
challenged me. I gotta go first.
Hello, beautiful Sydne. What's up, Queen? Congratulations. You're so like I'm really excited about your story. Listened to you the other day when you won your chairman level at the 25 now.
Thank you.
I just wanted to ask, my name is Madaraka. I just wanted to ask if you had any tips for social media, or maybe I missed that because I know I got on a little late.
No, I didn't cover that. So with social media, I always tell people, you want people to attract to you. This is a home-based business. So if you're running a business, how do you want people to perceive you? You know, so this is not just about getting in people's DMs. Yes, I don't say not do that. Get in people's DMs, you know, hit them up, whatever you have to do. But at the same time, you want people to start attracting to you. So that means that you have to start upping your value. So when I learned that people want to be inspired, they want to be educated, or they want to laugh. Those are the 3 people. They want to be entertained. Those 3 things are what social media is really all about. So I'm not funny. So the most I can do on social media is inspire and educate. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't understand what Forex is. You want to look like a business, you know, actually your page should look like you own a business. You know what I'm saying? Teach people about Forex, what Forex is, and inspiring people, because a lot of times, a lot of people that do want to reach out to you, but one, they don't feel like it works, or 2, they don't believe in themselves enough. You know what I'm saying? They see the things where they see you at all of these events. They see you putting in the work. They see you on Zoom calls. You want to give them your experience. You want to always be on your stories, doing something with Forex. I always tell my team, at least post 10 times a day. It don't have to be all about Forex, but you want to at least inspire people. People want to know that you're relatable, your vision, your goals. People just want to be inspired. So what I do every day, I focus on my target audience. I don't attract everybody in the world, right? But what I know I do, my life, I can attract women to my business. I can attract mothers to my business. I can attract those women who are bosses, like they really want to own their own business. So guess what? Every single day, I'm empowering that mother who don't feel like they have enough time to do much. I'm empowering that mother who don't feel like they can do anything, or that woman that don't feel like they can do anything, or whatever it may be. I'm out there inspiring the next person on Instagram. And also I'm just building a business. I'm not out here trying to recruit people, but I'm actually trying to attract the right people to me. You know what I'm saying? So actually just your page should be neat. Your page should be business. It should be nice graphics. Your bio should be lit. They should know what you do, your pictures. And yeah, just really showing your life on your stories and being transparent.
I have a question.
Did I answer your question? I'm sorry, Bernadine.
Yes, you did. I'm sorry, you sure did. And it's most of what Chad has been teaching us as well too. So, but I just wanted to also hear from a woman's perspective too.
Yes, follow me on Instagram and try. And I, this is a duplicating business. So don't be scared to duplicate other people in the business that are doing what you want. So duplicate some things that I'm doing. I'm just kind of making it to your own.
Right. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.
No problem. I heard somebody else ask a question.
Me, this is Verinda. Hi. I just wanted to, you mentioned about not waiting to tell somebody about the business once you're actually comfortable in it. And I think that's like my case. So what would be a takeaway that you could give me as it pertains to, because I think the confidence level is there and like believing in what it is that I'm actually doing. However, but because I'm still kind of fairly new, it's like I haven't really told a lot of people, I haven't really told a lot of people about what I'm doing because, of course, you're going to get those questions. Okay, so how much are you making? Is it working for you? Those type of things. So what type of approach or what advice can you offer me as it pertains to waiting to really tell people about what I'm doing? Because I don't feel like I've been in it long enough to really be able to say, you understand what I'm saying?
Right, I get you.
Okay.
So my advice to you is when you're talking to people, like say for instance with me, this is what I did with Chad when I first got started. Like literally, I would go through my list of people and I'm hitting them up and I'm having a natural conversation with these people, just catching up. Rather, I haven't talked to them in years or I just talked to them yesterday.
Right.
I'm just going to have a natural conversation. And the number one question that always comes up in the midst of a conversation is, how you doing? What you been up to? Right? And they're automatically going to ask me that question back. So what I do is, at the time I was in esthetician school, just going through school or whatnot. I'm learning how to trade. And I started this new program where I'm learning how to invest my money in the foreign exchange market. It's pretty lit, man. I have definitely made profit. I'm just what's going to sell is you not trying to sell it to other people. Some people can take it, but majority of your audience, because you're not a professional in this industry just yet, what's going to sell it to people is one, your excitement, and two, your confidence in this. And the simple fact is people don't like to be sold. People don't like to say, well, you just want to sell this to me. This is just a recruiting thing. You know what I'm saying? You want to come off as if, this program is lit. I've done this, that, and the other. It's absolutely amazing. I done got them in profit from this copy paste system. Keep it nice and short. You don't want to give them too much. And it's okay at the beginning to say, yeah, I'm a student. And if their interest is piqued, your number one goal is to pique interest. Not sell it to people, but you want to pique interest. And when you pique somebody's interest, you're going to say, hey, if you want more information, I can definitely send you this video. Or if you want, my mentor, Chad Thompson, when he brings in $100,000 a month, he is that's my mentor. He's working with me personally, whatever it may be. You want to get in front of your leadership as much as possible. So what I did was at the beginning, even though I wasn't 100% knowledgeable, I was piquing interest. I was getting myself completely out the way. I wasn't answering no questions. I wasn't doing any of that. But if I pique their interest enough, I'm going to send them to an opportunity call or show a video. After that, I'm putting them on the phone with my mentor. I got my mentor on the line. I really want you to talk to him. I'm pretty fairly new at this, and I'm learning, but he told me if anybody else was interested in this, he would definitely help them as well. Chad Thompson, I would edify him, of course, and then put him on the line. So any questions that they may have, they're going to Chad.
Got it.
So it's piquing interest, showing the plan through a call. Your number one goal in the midst of all of that is just getting yourself out of the way. Your job is to learn how to pique interest and send them over to the information.
Thank you so much. That was very helpful.
Absolutely, no problem.
Hey, Sydne. I got a question for you. This is Connor.
Hey, Connor.
Hey, how are you doing?
I am amazing. How you feeling?
Blessed. So my question is, I'm having not a hard time duplicating, but like I know that's what I got to do with my business right now. I just hit P1000. And I'm trying to get my leaders to duplicate more. I'm plugging in, I'm making sure I'm keeping them informed in the loop, like I'm doing all my stuff. Is it just something that's going to happen like over time? Is it something I need to do different as well? I just wanted to get your opinion on that.
Well, let me ask you this. How much are you spending on your personal development? Are you growing?
I spend a good bit a day. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like I listen to Eric Worre GoPro all day, and then I'll allow myself like an hour of listening to music, but the rest is like Bob Proctor, Jim Rohn.
Okay. So when it comes to duplicating, it's just all about going through the numbers. You know what I'm saying? And it's just all about how committed you are. You staying plugged into to everything. You're doing what you're supposed to do. Now, a lot of times what happens is your close friends, if you have a lot of close friends in your business, they're not going to always hype up because they see you. it's going to take you to start attracting people outside of your circle, because those people outside of your circle are always going to believe in you a little bit more, because they haven't known you all your life. So really just staying plugged in as much as possible. You're going to have to go through the numbers. I'm telling you, in my business, I probably got about 15 to 20 leaders. As a chairman 25, I'm not gonna say I don't work with everybody, but you're gonna have to go through it and find those leaders that actually want it and believe in the same vision as you.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that was my question. I appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem. Anybody else?
I have a question.
Hey, Mashaya.
Hey. So what do you think could be, or what steps could you, I guess, tell us in order to better our self-development? Like you said, in the morning you wake up, meditate, pray, and then just before your day gets started, that's what you do. And then what else could we do to enhance our self-development, to make us more confident, to make us, put ourselves out there, to get people interested and excited about this opportunity?
Perfect question. Just really start to watch different things. So some people that I can truly name, well, the number one book y'all should read is Think and Grow Rich. That book will change. That should be the number one read you should have. Think and Grow Rich. Also, I watch a lot of Michael Todd from Transformation Church. His Crazy Faith series is absolutely nuts and really shifted my entire mindset. His Crazy Faith series.
I love Michael Todd.
He is
I've been on that too.
he is a beast. Bob Proctor is absolutely amazing. Once you not just when you're going through these books and listening to all of this stuff, you need to start learning how to apply it to your life, because you cannot take somewhere where they've never been. I mean, where you've never been before. So now it's time to start really applying it, start believing in yourself enough and actually moving in it like it's already done, and start pouring. When you pour into yourself, and the more you listen, you know that your goals and the things that you really want is already done. It's now all about, when you know it's already done, now it's time to learn how to get over obstacles. So just like me and my husband were going through our challenges, that God is going to always bring challenges on you in your life to test your faith. So when you're personally and mentally developed enough, you'll understand, how do you get over this obstacle of not being able to attract the right audience? You'll know. So when you're mentally, the mental challenges and the spiritual challenges that seem like it's physical things, like, you'll know it's bigger. So every challenge that happens in your life, you'll be spiritually and personally developed to handle each of them. You already know you already are a chairman. Each and every one of you are a chairman. Just now it's time to apply it and actually get over every obstacle. Because like I said, you're not the person. Who you are right now is not a chairman in the physical, where it's already done in the spiritual. But how do I attract that goal from the spiritual realm into the physical? How do you do that? Well, now in flesh, you have to start learning how to be. This is why me and my husband go over supernatural. We talk about supernatural, really eliminating what you see in the physical, what you hear in the physical, and start actually living in the spiritual world. You have something called an imagination that literally will take you anywhere that you want. Use it. Mashaya, I need you to go to those dealerships, that BMW dealership, and start experiencing that, and start feeling good. Those feelings come from, the spiritual realm, actually imagining it, actually putting forth those spiritual principles into the physical, and stop allowing what negative is going around. And that's how you start to really attract anything you want. So go experience that BMW, go experience that house, go see that dream home you always wanted, go do the rich people stuff, go window shop, go in the store and actually try on the Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Go do stuff like that. And that brings your level of your awareness up to, like, oh, this is already mine. So now you're walking in it, you're talking in it. So not only you're reading books, you're watching sermons, whatever it may be. Now you're going out there and experiencing what rich people do. That's exactly what I did. And so when that happens, it already just confirmed that it was already done. Already done. Now it's time to go.
Hey, Sydney, real quick. We don't have that much time left. I really appreciate all the value, because I built my legs 1 year at a time, right? So I spent a whole year with leg one, which was you, Akil Bay, Brittany Burrell, Rhea, when we first started. Now this is the last leg. I'm spending all my time with this people on this line right here, right?
Okay.
Because this is the leg. Once I help 10 people on this line go chairman, then we're chairman 250 organization, right?
Let's go.
So tell them, for real, I got 2 questions for you. 1, how many personal signups do you have right now? And then 2, when we first started, really tell them how much time we spent together. Like, you would get off work, you would come over in like scrubs, and we would grind. I kind of tell them, like, every time you got out of work, I was almost mad if you didn't pull up. I kind of tell them how much time we spent to get this shit done.
Absolutely. So total for 3 years in this business, I probably have 200 personal. I have enrolled in this business over the past 2 years, 3 years. And literally when I first got started, I just stayed plugged in as much as possible. So I was going to esthetician school.
Hey, I'm so sorry, Sid. My phone broke up. What was that number?
I had recruited about 200 individuals in the past 3 years.
Okay.
So over the past 3 years, I put in the work for it. You know what I'm saying? After I left esthetician school, like I tried my best to stay around the campfire, because if you stay around the campfire, you have no choice but to catch on fire. So I wanted to continue to hang around Chad. I wanted to continue to hang around different leaders, master teachers, because if I'm gonna go back to my circle of influence, my friends who all got corporate jobs, who are not nothing wrong with corporate jobs, who all are complacent where they are, guess what? I'm not going to be complacent in my own purpose, because that's not where God really wants me. So I made it an effort to stay around the campfire, because Chad had something that I wanted. My husband had something that I truly wanted. So I wanted to learn and just stay around. How many times are you on all the Zoom calls? Are you participating? Are you stepping up as a leader? Like, I wanted to duplicate them. Not only did I duplicate their work ethic, I literally was trying my best to dig into their mind. Like, I wanted their perspective on life, period. Like how they thought, how they made decisions, how they did things, why they did things. You want to dig deep.
That is key. That is key. So when y'all go hang around y'all mentors this week, this month, next month, don't just go hang around. Ask them questions for purpose. See how they're going to respond to that question. Even if you know the answer, just ask them to see how they answer. It's very key with y'all. I don't want y'all to miss that. She said how they think. That's very important. You got to hang around people to get how they think. Now, real quick, she says my husband a lot, but what a lot of y'all don't know is she actually met her husband in this business, right? I had signed him up first, and then signed Sydne up second. And when me and Riyadh was grinding in the office late night, then he came back early the next day, right? Because he had messed up his green screen. I remember this like it was yesterday. He was talking all this smack, talking about, oh, I can do a video. That ain't nothing, right? He come over there, oh yeah, I can do it one take. Man, it took him like 4 tries, right? So I'm finally like, man, get off the green screen, man. More people's coming in. And Sydne Jones walks in the building. And Riyadh Jones looks at me and he says, yo, bro, who the hell is that? I say, dog, don't talk to her. She about to be one of my leaders, bro. Get focused. Stay focused. He said, nah, bro. That's my wife, bro. So let's give Riyadh Jones some fire in the chat for manifesting his wife. He called it day one. He saw Sydne. He said, man, nah, bro. That's my wife. So let's give Riyadh some fire in the chat. Sydne, man, we love you. You got any last words you want to say to the nation?
Hey, Sydne, real quick. I told him you better be serious too. I don't know if he told you that. I told him that too at the event.
You better have. Right. No, the last thing I really want to say, guys, is get serious. Stop treating this business like a hobby, because if you treat it like a hobby, you get paid like a hobby. But actually treat this business like a business, and it will definitely pay you. Say this. Treat this business like your job. You get up in the morning, you say get up, you have no choice but to get up. You do the work when you have no choice. You get up when you have no choice. You do it because It's your job. You have to. So treat this business like it's your job. Don't even treat it like your business, because some people will slack on their own business. Treat it like your job, and it'll pay you a whole lot of money. So with that being said, I want to thank you, Chad. I want to give it back to you, Chad, for being such a phenomenal leader. Thank you for seeing the best. Guys, you have a phenomenal leader. He helped me go chairman. You stay around the campfire long enough, you're bound to be a chairman. So thank you so much.
All right, guys, let's give Sid some high fives. Give Sid some high fives, show her some love. And that is a wrap. This is the first live interview of 2020, because we understand our 2020 started this month. So we excited. Make sure you tap in 3 days. In 3 days, we have Bryce Thompson and Brandon Thompson on this live interview August 9th. So I'll see everybody at the beach in the bank. Make sure you go follow Sydney, blow up her Instagram, send her some tags, show her what you learned, and I'll see everybody at the top. God bless you all.